Hello students, so today we will solve the ratio analysis questions. Okay, so first of all, today we will discuss about the solvency ratio. So solvency ratio is otherwise known as long term solvency ratio. ठीक है, so solvency ratio is otherwise known as long term solvency ratio. So here we can see that solvency का मतलब क्या होता है? The solvency of a business means that the business is in a position to meet its long term obligation. Okay, long term obligations as and when it becomes due. कहने का मतलब है कि whatever last class we have read about the short term financial position of the business, so there we have read about your current ratio as well as liquid ratio. Okay, so in this case what happens, long term period में फर्म के पास में कितना पैसा है, whether the firm could able to pay to the outsiders in the long term basis. So to calculate that long term basis, we have to calculate the long term solvency ratio. Okay, or otherwise known as solvency ratio. Okay, so next, so there are various types of solvency ratio. First ratio is your debt to equity ratio. Now what do you mean by debt to equity ratio? As you can see from the board, it shows the relationship between the long term external equities. Okay, so long term external equities as well as your internal equities. So we can say that it is the difference between your external liabilities as well as your your internal liabilities. Now the question comes, what do you mean by external liabilities? External liability का मतलब क्या होता है? The amount which we have taken from the outsiders in the long term basis, बाहर से हम जो पैसा लिए हैं long term basis के लिए, long term basis means what? We have to pay the amount after 12 months. Okay, so that will be known as your what? External liabilities or external equities. Okay, so external equities में क्या आएगा? It is otherwise known as your debt. Okay, debt means always remember, if I speak about the term debt, it will only include your long term liabilities. It will not include your short term liabilities or current liability. Debt में current liability include नहीं करता है. ठीक है. Now internal equities means your what? Shareholder funds. Whatever the amount, whether preference share capital or equity share capital. Okay, so whatever the amount which has been raised by the shareholder, okay, so that liability would be considered as a what? Internal liabilities. So ideal debt equity ratio, how much? 2:1. That means if the ratio is 2:1, that means financial position of the company is good. Okay, next we can see the formula. What is the formula to calculate the debt? So debt to equity ratio, so how we will calculate debt to equity ratio? Would be, formula is your debt divided by equity. Okay, so this is the formula, debt divided by equity. So equity is otherwise known as shareholder funds. Equity को क्या बोलते हैं? Equity would be otherwise known as shareholder funds. Okay, so now the question comes, how to calculate debt? Debt कैसे निकालेंगे? Debt means your what? Long term loan. It includes long term provision plus long term borrowings. So it includes two things. For example, long term borrowings में आपका परसेंटेज डिबेंचर्स दिया रहेगा. Okay, so any long term loan from financial institutions or from bank, okay, mortgage loan, so this will all will includes your what? Long term borrowings, or otherwise known as if total debt would be given. ठीक है, so total debt means your what? It will include your both your current liabilities as well as your what? As your non-current liabilities. That means your total debt minus current liability. As I have said कि we are only calculating about what? Debt. तो debt में क्या include नहीं करेगा? Current liability. ठीक है, so total debt का मतलब उसमें दोनों included है, short term liability as well as long term liabilities. Okay, so from the your if we are required to calculate debt, so what will be the alternate formula? Total debt minus current liabilities, or otherwise we can write capital employed minus equity. Equity is otherwise known as a what? Equity is otherwise known as shareholder funds. ठीक है. So capital employed minus equity. Now the question comes, what do you mean by capital employed? How to calculate capital employed? Capital employed includes your debt as well as your equity. That means debt plus equity would be known as your what? Would be known as your capital employed. Okay. Now the question comes, how to calculate your equity? Here we can also calculate capital employed as non-current assets plus working capital minus fictitious assets. Okay, so this is the alternate formula of calculation of what? Of calculation of capital employed. This is from the liabilities point of view. That is the liability approach, because in the exam question can be given as per the liability approach, and this can also be calculated as per asset side approach. So as per asset side approach, जब हम बैलेंस शीट देखते हैं ना, तो टोटल एसेट्स इज इक्वल टू टोटल लायबिलिटीज. दैट मींस if information regarding liabilities would be given, we can use this formula, or if information regarding assets would be given, we can use this formula. Now the question comes, how to calculate your equity or shareholder funds. ठीक है, तो इक्विटी में क्या इंक्लूड करेगा? इक्विटी में इट इंक्लूड्स ओनर्स मनी. इक्विटी का मतलब क्या होता है? अपना पैसा, ओनर्स मनी. ओनर्स मनी इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स. Already we have read, one is the share capital and second one is the reserves and surplus. Share capital, it will include your what? Preference share capital plus equity share capital. Reserves and surplus, it will include your profit and loss account credit balance plus general reserve plus security premium reserve plus other reserves. Okay, or this is from the liability point of view. ठीक है, बैलेंस शीट में liability दिया रहेगा, so we can use this formula. If liability item would not be given, suppose only assets item would be given, so how to calculate? We know that total assets is equals to what? Total liabilities, and we are required to calculate here what? Shareholder funds. So what will be the alternate formula? So non-current assets plus non-current trade investment plus long-term loan and advances. This all items will be given in the asset side. Okay, plus working capital. Okay, working capital means your what? Current assets minus current liabilities. ठीक है. So minus long-term borrowings minus long-term provisions. So alternatively, we could able to calculate your equity or shareholder formula with the help of this formula also. This is your assets approach. Okay. So this is your assets approach, or we can say that total assets. हम क्या करेंगे? Total assets. Why? Because non-current assets प्लस नॉन करंट ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लस लॉन्ग टर्म लोन एंड एडवांसेस. ठीक है, और प्लस हम करंट एसेट्स भी कर देते हैं. ठीक है, सो दिस वुड बी नोन एज योर व्हाट? योर टोटल एसेट्स माइनस योर व्हाट? माइनस टोटल डेट. ध्यान में रखिएगा, व्हेन आई स्पीक अबाउट टोटल डेट इट विल इंक्लूड योर करंट लायबिलिटीज. ठीक है, सो टोटल एसेट्स है, अगर मैं टोटल लायबिलिटी, टोटल डेट मतलब टोटल डेट विल इंक्लूड योर बोथ द थिंग्स, योर शॉर्ट टर्म लायबिलिटी एज वेल एज योर लॉन्ग टर्म लायबिलिटी. तो मैं माइनस कर दूंगा अल्टरनेटिवली, क्योंकि टोटल एसेट्स में ये सब आइटम्स ही आता है आपका. ठीक है, सो वी कुड एबल टू कैलकुलेट योर व्हाट? योर इक्विटी और शेयर होल्डर फंड्स. So now second bit we will see. Second bit is your total assets to debt ratio. Okay. So as from the name itself, नाम से ही पता चल रहा है total assets to debt ratio. Okay. So what is the formula? Formula would be your total assets divided by what? Divided by debt. So what do you mean by total assets to debt ratio? What does it shows? It shows the relationship between total assets and long term debt. Again I am telling, जब हम डेब्ट की बात करते हैं ना, तो डेब्ट डज नॉट इंक्लूड योर शॉर्ट टर्म डेब्ट, वेयरएज इट विल ओनली इंक्लूड लॉन्ग टर्म डेब्ट. कहने का मतलब है इट विल नॉट इंक्लूड योर शॉर्ट टर्म डेब्ट और करेंट लायबिलिटीज. ओके, सो फॉर्मूला एज वी हैव सीन, टोटल एसेट्स डिवाइडेड बाय डेब्ट एंड डेब्ट विल ओनली इंक्लूड्स लॉन्ग टर्म डेब्ट. इफ इन द एग्जाम total debts would be given, that means how to calculate your debt? We can calculate the debt as we have read the formula. Total debt से क्या माइनस करेंगे? Total debts minus current liabilities. Okay, so what is the PO ratio? PO ratio means your ideal ratio. Ideal or PO ratio is your 1:1. Okay, so this is about your total assets to debt ratio. So now the question comes, how to calculate the total assets? Total assets का मतलब क्या होता है? as we have seen in the asset side. ठीक है, so total assets means what does it will include? It will include your non current assets. इसमें क्या क्या आएगा? इसमें सबसे पहले आएगा non current assets. ठीक है, non current assets plus current assets. So this is the formula for the total assets. जब हम बैलेंस शीट का एसेट साइड में देखेंगे तो two types of assets would be there. Okay, one is your non current assets and second one is your current assets. Okay, now again the question comes, non current assets, what does it includes? It includes your fixed assets. Fixed assets, it includes again bifurcated into two parts, that is your tangible and intangible your assets. Okay, plus non current investment plus long term loan and advances. So as we could able to know from the formula that non current assets में तीन चीज आता है. क्या क्या आता है? Fixed assets plus NCI. NCI means your what? Non current investment plus long term advances and loan. Okay, so this is the totaling of your what? This is the totaling of non current assets. Again, what is the formula of total assets? Total assets is equals to non current assets plus current assets. Okay, so now again the question comes to debt. As we have read earlier, debt formula is your long term borrowings plus your what? Plus long term provisions. Okay, next क्या है हम लोग का? Proprietary ratio. As from the name itself we can able to know proprietor. Proprietor means your what? Owner. Owner means your what? From the company point of view, owner is known as your shareholders. ठीक है, so what does it establishes? It establishes the relationship between proprietor funds. अब यहाँ पे हम कौन सा टर्म यूज कर रहे हैं? प्रोप्राइटर फंड्स. ध्यान रखना, प्रोप्राइटर का मतलब क्या होता है? ओनर. नाम से पता चल जाएगा. ओनर मींस व्हाट? वी आर रिक्वायर्ड टू कैलकुलेट द शेयर होल्डर फंड्स एज वेल एज योर टोटल एसेट्स. दैट मींस दोनों का रिलेशनशिप है. इफ यू वुड कंपेयर द शेयर होल्डर फंड्स, okay, along with your total assets, okay, so that means we have calculated your what? Proprietary ratio. So what is the formula? Formula is your proprietary ratio is equals to shareholder funds divided by total assets. As we have read the formula how to calculate the total assets, as we have read shareholder funds, again your shareholder funds means what? Share capital plus reserves and surplus. Okay, so next, this is your last bit, that is your interest coverage ratio. So interest coverage ratio, ठीक है. So what does it shows? It shows the relationship between net profit before interest and tax. ये टर्म को ध्यान से देखिएगा. Before interest and tax, that means sometimes in the question it would be given profit after tax and interest. So after tax and interest, that means we have to add back the interest and your tax. That is your to arrive your net profit before interest and tax and interest on long term debt. तो दोनों के बीच का जो रिलेशनशिप है, that is known as what? That is known as interest coverage ratio. Okay, so what is the formula? Formula from interest coverage ratio is equals to net profit before interest and tax. That means interest and taxes would be added. Okay, if net profit after tax would be given, whole divided by interest on long term debt. Now interest on long term debt कैसे निकालेंगे? For example 12% debentures रुपीज 1 लाख. ठीक है, तो अगर सपोज 12% डिबेंचर्स दिया हुआ है, ठीक है, कितना का? रुपीज 1 लाख. दैट मींस 1 लाख का 12% कितना आएगा? 12,000. सो इंटरेस्ट ऑन लॉन्ग टर्म डेट विल बी हाउ मच? 12,000. ओके, सिमिलरली इफ इट विल बी गिवन your 10% your long term loan say rupees 2 lakh. 2 lakh का 10% कितना हो जाएगा? 20,000. So that will also be considered as a what? Interest on long term debt. Okay, and whatever the answer would be given, okay, जो आंसर आएगा हम लोग का, that will be in times. Always remember interest coverage ratio would be written in times. So now let us solve the practical questions. So as from the question you can see from the board, on the following particulars calculate debt to equity ratio. ठीक है, हमको क्या क्या निकालना है? Debt to equity ratio निकालना है, और क्या निकालना है? Proprietary ratio, and again we are required to calculate the total assets to debt ratio. Information is given: equity share capital rupees 2 lakhs, 10% preference share capital is given rupees 3 lakhs, general reserve given 2,50,000, surplus 1,50,000, 12% debenture 16 lakhs, current liability rupees 6,80,000, fixed assets rupees 21 lakh, long term trade investment 2 lakhs, and current assets is your 8,80,000. Okay, so let us start our solution. So first of all, what we are required to calculate? क्या निकालना है सबसे पहले? First of all, debt to equity ratio. Okay, so first bit is your debt to equity ratio. Okay, so now what is the formula for the calculation of debt to equity ratio? Formula is your debt divided by equity, and as we have read earlier, equity is otherwise known as shareholder funds. Okay, so shareholder funds we can also write equity or shareholder funds. Okay, now debt का मतलब क्या होता है? लॉन्ग टर्म डेट. लॉन्ग टर्म डेट क्या है हम लोग का? 12% डिबेंचर्स इज योर लॉन्ग टर्म डेट रुपीज 16 lakhs. ठीक है, सो 12% डिबेंचर्स इज योर लॉन्ग टर्म डेट. सो हियर वी कैन राइट debt is equals to 12% debenture, that is equals to how much? That is equals to rupees 16 lakhs. Okay, now shareholder funds. So shareholder funds में क्या क्या include होगा? Shareholders funds, what does it include? It will include your equity share capital. ठीक है, क्या क्या आएगा? Equity share capital plus और क्या आएगा? 10% preference share capital. So plus 10% preference share capital plus what does it include? It will include your general reserve as well as your surplus. Why? Because both are the part of reserves and surplus. So plus general reserve plus surplus. Okay, ठीक है, और यहां से 12% डिबेंचर्स तो नहीं आएगा. करंट लायबिलिटी इट विल आल्सो नॉट कम. फिक्स्ड असेट्स, लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट, करंट असेट इट विल नॉट इंक्लूड. ठीक है, सो वी हियर वी आर रिक्वायर्ड टू कैलकुलेट हाउ मच इट वुड बी. 2 lakhs प्लस प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल कितना दिया है? 3 lakhs प्लस जनरल रिजर्व हाउ मच? 2,50,000 प्लस सरप्लस. सरप्लस इज हाउ मच? 1,50,000. ठीक है, कितना हो जाएगा ये? 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 8 and your 9 lakhs. So total will be how much? Total would be your rupees 9 lakhs. Okay, so now here we are required to calculate debt to equity ratio. Debt by equity. Debt we have calculated कितना आया था? Debt 16 lakhs divided by your equity. Equity कितना आया हम लोग का? 9 lakhs. So 16 lakhs divided by 9 lakhs. Okay, so how much it would be? It would be your 1.78:1. Okay, so this is the answer for the calculation of your what? For the calculation of debt to equity ratio. Okay, so now second bit is your proprietary ratio. So already we have read the formula for the proprietary ratio. What is the formula? Formula is shareholder funds divided by total assets. Okay, so proprietary ratio is equals to, formula क्या है? Shareholder funds. Shareholder funds means what? Same equity divided by total assets. Okay, shareholder funds already we have calculated. Now we are required to calculate the total assets. ठीक है, so total assets how to calculate? Total assets is equals to, हम assets approach में हम यूज करके निकाल सकते हैं. Fixed asset is given, so fixed assets plus उसके बाद क्या दिया हुआ है? लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट. ठीक है, सो प्लस नॉन current investment, we can also write non-current investment or long-term trade investment plus your current assets. It is also a part of total assets. So plus current assets. Okay. So this would be your fixed asset is given how much? 21 lakhs plus long-term trade investment कितना दिया हुआ है? 2 lakhs plus current asset is given how much? 8,80,000. So how much would be your 23 plus 8? 31,80,000. So total is your 31,80,000. Okay. So now what we are required to calculate? Proprietary ratio. Formula is the shareholder funds divided by total assets. So shareholder funds is given how much? Rupees 9 lakh. As we have already calculated, rupees your 9 lakh divided by your total assets is how much? 31,80,000. So 9 lakh divided by 31,80,000. So how much is the ratio? Ratio would be 0.28:1. So this is the calculation of proprietary ratio. Now last bit is your total assets to debt ratio. Third bit. So third bit, total assets to डेट रेशियो निकालना है. ठीक है. फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? फॉर्मूला वुड बी योर टोटल एसेट्स डिवाइडेड बाय डेट. सो टोटल एसेट्स डिवाइडेड बाय डेट्स. ठीक है. सो टोटल एसेट्स कितना है हम लोग का? टोटल एसेट्स वी हैव ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेटेड 31,80,000. ठीक है. सो 31,80,000 डिवाइडेड बाय डेट. डेट हम ऑलरेडी निकाल चुके हैं. कितना है? रुपीज 16 लाख. सो रुपीज 16 lakh. Okay, we will do the calculation and what will be the answer? 1.99:1. Okay, so 1.99:1. Okay, so this is how we are required to calculate the proprietary ratio, debt to equity ratio, as well as your total assets to debt ratio. Now let us solve the next question. So calculate interest coverage ratio. Question has been given. Net profit after tax is given how much? 1,20,000. 12% long term debt is given how much? Rupees 20 lakhs. Tax rate is given how much? 40%. ठीक है. And we are required to calculate the interest coverage ratio. So interest coverage ratio formula क्या है? Net profit before tax and interest divided by interest on long term debts. ठीक है. So first of all we are required to calculate net profit before tax and interest. क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया हुआ है? Net profit after interest and tax is given how much? Rupees 1,20,000. टैक्स रेट कितना है? 40%. ठीक है. तो हम एज्यूम करते हैं लेट नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स इज इक्वल टू कितना? रुपीज 100 एज्यूम करते हैं. अगर टैक्स 40 है, ठीक है, तो नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स कितना हो जाएगा? नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स वुड बी हाउ मच? रुपीज 100 माइनस 40. दिस विल बी हाउ मच? रुपीज 60. ठीक है. 100 में मेरा 60 है. सो टोटल में कितना आएगा? नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स टोटल कितना अमाउंट दिया हुआ है हम लोग का? 1,20,000. ओके. सो 1,20,000 into 100 divided by 60. So how much will be the total amount? Total amount would be your rupees 2 lakh is the net profit after tax. यहाँ पे और एक टर्म दिया गया क्या? इंटरेस्ट. दैट मीन्स हमको इंटरेस्ट भी ऐड करना पड़ेगा. इंटरेस्ट बोनस है इंटरेस्ट ऑन लॉन्ग टर्म डेट. सो इंटरेस्ट ऑन लॉन्ग टर्म डेट कितना परसेंट डिवेंचर्स है हमारा? 12% डिवेंचर 20 लाख का है. मतलब 12% of rupees 20 lakhs. ठीक है. and how much it would be? It will be rupees 2,40,000. ठीक है. now we can put the formula net profit before tax and interest. so net profit before tax and interest कितना आएगा आपका? net profit before tax, this will be a before. okay. net profit before tax is how much? 2 lakhs. so 2 lakhs plus interest. Interest is how much? 2,40,000. So 2 lakh plus 2,40,000 divided by interest on long term debt is how much? 2,40,000. So 2,40,000. Okay. So total will be how much? 4,40,000 divided by 2,40,000. ठीक है. इन दोनों को डिवाइड करेंगे तो आंसर क्या आएगा हम लोग का? 1.83. एंड रिमेंबर whatever the answer comes, हमको आंसर किसमें लिखना पड़ेगा? टाइम्स में. So 1.83 times is the answer of interest coverage ratio. Okay, so this is how we are required to calculate our interest coverage ratio. So that's all for today. Thank you.